Hi, this is Kathleen from Bailey Academy and Elastrin. Mom of 5, homeschooling 3 of them, ages 10 now, 12 and 16. She's a 16-year-old. Today I wanted to share a new unboxing from Learn Math Fast. If you've heard of them before or not, they are a math curriculum, but they're not just like, okay, this one's grade 4 and this one's grade 12. There's 7 books, and you can go through from kindergarten math all the way to algebra 2 and geometry through all those books. And it's a way to, just like it says, learn math fast. The idea being that you can catch up if you're behind, or whether even for adults, if you just want, maybe you're homeschooling and you're lost helping your kids and you want to get caught up fast, be good for you too. The reason I have it is because my kids are a little bit behind in math, but also ahead in other parts. So like they can be really great and ahead of where they should be at in one thing, but then behind another thing. And the reason I think that is the case is because they went from public school to virtual school during COVID times to homeschool, and as well there was time in there where they weren't in school because they were trying to figure out what to do about the COVID times. And they keep switching teachers, but they also keep switching the way they do things. Also, she, one of the reasons we homeschooled is because of her health issues. It made her really tired, so she slept through a lot of math classes, didn't have time to do math homework, and made it very hard to catch up. So although she's done all of them and was supposed to be doing geometry this year, it seems to be some parts make sense and she remembers what to do, and some parts she can't remember or doesn't remember learning ever. And although I'm pretty good at remembering a lot of the stuff I did learn in high school, it's obviously I don't use algebra every day, so a lot of it's forgotten. So I thought this would be a good way to catch up and make sure that we have, for her especially, has all the her credits when she goes into grade 12, so she can do the hard math, calculus, and stuff like that. And that she's not going to be behind and confused when she I think everybody's confused when they do calculus, but she won't be too confused.
In grade 7, there was months because, like you said, they weren't sure if we're doing it, and even when we did do virtual school, that wasn't the face-to-face. It was just tell us to do this quick paper.
And if you didn't know what you're doing, they didn't really have time to sit one-on-one and help you in groups or anything. So it was like, you don't get it, no big deal, move on to the next unit. So I contacted Learn Math Fast and told them that I would love to do a review of their materials, and they agreed to send me some stuff. So we are going to be reviewing these materials, and I will be giving our honest opinion on them, even though they sent the items. So we haven't looked through the box yet. I got the box right here. You can't see it. The camera's wiggling. Sorry about that. So we're going to look through and show you what they sent.
This seems cool.
So I don't know if we should do that first, but it's on top. You can hold it up and I'll talk about it. So this is a geometry kit, and it says it's for level 4. So when we get to level 4, it has various different things in there. I think I read that the little bouncy ball is supposed to illustrate a sphere, so you can visualize what a sphere looks like. I don't know. But yeah, it look like it's got a pencil and some squares in it. I don't know. So we'll see when we get to level 4. It looks like a protractor might be in there too.
Yeah.
And some cutouts of different shapes.
I
don't know. We'll see when we get there. But so that's going to go along with level 4. So you don't have to buy levels 1 through 7. You can do the placement test, and if you're sure you got 1 and 2 down pat, you can buy 3 through 7 or wherever you think you're at. But they suggested that we just quickly, even if she just reads through level 1 and 2, just to make sure absolutely there's nothing she's forgetting, and that she may even learn some tricks that might help her do the easier math faster. So we're going to do all of them. This is just the paper that says what they sent. They also sent this, which is a teen or tween fiction novel. I guess it's their first one that the authors, I don't know, they're selling it. They sent it along. So I'm not entirely sure. I'm still learning if it was the people who made Learn Math Fast that made it. I will get information on that and include it in the comments, or not the comments, I keep saying comments, description below for you. So it's just a little one. It's called 5 Envelopes Out of the Darkness. Looks interesting. Maybe I'll read aloud. And then we have, I assume, 7 giant books. There's volume 1. It says it has 150 plus worksheets.
Oh yeah.
And level 1 is
But see, this is the fun,
simple
like, grade 1 stuff. Not grade 1. Okay, grade 3 stuff. Or
yeah,
4
grade
or 5,
well, grade 1 up to grade 3 because it starts with 2 plus 3. That's why he said you don't have to do the worksheets. You just need to read the parts. You don't need to do the worksheets for grade 1 and level 1 and 2.
Oh, what's 5 plus 0?
So it starts from literally 2 plus 3, 3 plus 2, 3 plus 0.
Oh my god.
And also money, like $5 minus $2 equals how many dollars. Goes into, and each one has like a scratch paper too, so you have room to work on it, so that's good.
And so are we not writing in this?
So we're not writing in that. Well, he told you don't have to do the worksheets in grade 1
I don't have to
2,
do like 10
but
minus 8.
we're not writing in them anyway because we want to use them with the other kids. So this way, everybody can write in their own notebook when they do the math, and I can see where my other kids are lacking in their steps too. So this is now bigger numbers, adding, subtracting. So I believe this is adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing is the book 1. So there's, multiplying, dividing, big numbers like, millions and trillions and stuff like that. And even decimals. So you have to be able to add, subtract, multiply, and divide with decimals too.
And that looked like long division before.
Yeah, and long division. That's still division, right? So, yeah, once you can do all that, so that's where you need to,
I
if
feel
you
like
forget long division.
is the only one I need. Like, I know the rules, but I also just can't remember exactly. So.
Yeah. Well, once you remember long division, then you should be ready to go for the next one. These are not in order.
Take them all up, put them on the lap.
This is worksheet, volume 1 answer key. I don't know if the other ones have answer keys in the back or not, but answer key for volume 1.
Answers to volume 1 timed test.
Little penny card with the answers. Volume 1. No, wait, what? I'm so confused.
Okay, no, it's saying 3rd edition.
Oh, that was volume 1 worksheets. This is volume 1 the book. This is teaching. Okay, I get it now. This is teaching you how to do it with the time test. So this is what you'll be looking through, not the worksheets, because those will be the work. So there's a lot more worksheets probably for the first one because you have to practice it until you know it. So volume 1 is here. Volume 1 worksheets is a separate book. And then volume 1 worksheets answer key is another book. And those time tests that this is from are in here too. So just a quick peruse here. I don't know if you can see. If anybody wants a flip through, let me know. So these are the color editions. They are, there's not, I mean, it's mostly black and white, but there's some color money and, a few spots here with even like where it says worksheet 7 is in color. These are available on the Learn Math Fast website. You can also get, I think I really find what he told me, but you can get these on Amazon too, but they're the older black and white editions, I believe. And if you live in Canada, Learning House sells them as well. But if you go to the Learn Math Fast website, they will give you a money-back guarantee. So you may take a little longer shipping than Amazon or Learning House, but money-back guarantee. So you got to decide where you'd want to purchase from. So then we have volume 2 is at the very bottom. Figure that one out. Volume 2. Look, they got Latin on them. Can you read it?
It's New Order. I feel like I heard the saying, I just can't really remember. And then it could be something about year and
a lot of them have. Some of them have. I worked in the Latin. So this is volume 2. Volume 2, I believe, is fractions.
Still money.
Well, it is American money, so, we're going to have, it's because this is American made. So that's the only thing is that, but we can easily, substitute our own. I can show a loonie instead of a dollar bill, and when we're trying to talk about one, that's all. It'll show our quarters. It's not a big deal. But book 2 is fractions. Good old fractions. Adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, simplifying. I think it's all fractions. Oh, maybe some ratios too. But mostly fractions and percentages because they're all related. So, and yes, the answers are in the back of the book. So if you're giving this to your kid to work on and you're not sure if you can trust them, maybe rip up the answers. If you're sure you can trust them or you're working with them, then, you know, whatever you feel is best.
Okay.
So there's volume 2. Volume 3 is right here. I have 3 and 3 and 4. You have 5 and 6 and 7. So 3 is a little bit bigger than 4. Okay. Volume 3 is what? I think volume 3 is where it starts with the...
Pre-algebra?
Yeah, I think it's pre-algebra. So we got like solve for x, what is y, ratios, exponents, square root, multiplying terms, PEMDAS.
Come on, I used to need bed math.
I know, it was bed math when I was a kid too. Same idea though.
It was like a couple years ago. I was a grade
algebra solving. Oh, slope of a line. Ugh, hate that stuff. Y intercept. So yeah, if you already know how to solve fractions and work with negative numbers, then you're ready for this book. Or they recommend, though, the best results to read volumes 1 and 2 before reading this book, at least. When you're finished with this book, you are ready for volume 4. Volume 4 covers up to 8th grade geometry. So there's volume 3.
Like, I might...
Volume 4.
Like, I'm sure I know a lot of that stuff, but because 8th grade was when, like, the arthritis was crazy, and other health issues, it was, like, yeah, classes were just
Does it mean you remember everything?
To even focus and like.
So this is the one that uses the geometry kit. So this is lines, angles, plane figures, areas of a square and triangle, polygons, hypotenuse, radius, area, perimeter, sphere, base units. They actually got metric in here, kilo and milli, centi, metric abbreviations and deci. So that's where they have American money, but metric.
A lot of scientific things they just all use.
Maybe metric. That's why. Yeah. And there's, like I said, there's geometry kit which can be purchased separately. So you don't have to buy that if you don't want to, but you can. It's there if you want to purchase it. And the book will tell you how to use each item in the kit. And like I said, if you get the color ones, then some of the shapes are in color, which makes it just prettier and more fun. But you can absolutely get the black and whites from Amazon or Learning House if that doesn't matter to you. Alright, you have 5. So, interesting enough, volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4 are in numerals, and volume 5, 6, and 7 are in Roman numerals. Which is a little weird, but...
What? No.
Yeah, look! 2, 3, 4 has the number. What, 1? That could be a 1 or a Roman numeral. But
looks like a Roman numeral.
2, 3, 4. I guess it's the 4th edition. 2, 3, and 4 are the 4th edition, so they may have just changed it. Maybe because some people don't know Roman numerals, I'm guessing. So, because volume 5 is the 3rd edition, so that's probably what it is. Yeah, volume 5 has no color. So I think that the new editions are being colorified.
Can I just like read through some of this on my free time just to get
through it faster? Of course. Do you want to read some of what volume 5 is out loud?
Rational and irrational numbers, factors, absolute value, combining like terms. I remember all this.
Mm-hmm.
So, dividing terms with exponents, laws of addition, laws of algebra, cube roots, factoring, integers, kind of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's more.
All your nomials.
Prime numbers. Yeah, like monomials, binomials, trinomials,
and quadratic equations.
Factoring
oh boy.
A quadratic, a perfect square.
So yeah, this is like algebra 1, basically. It seems like.
Again, that's why I remember some of it. Some I could, catch up on.
And
oh, I like those.
Yeah, she's pointing at the long algebra equations. I like them too. I do algebra for fun. So this will help me too. I can reread it and remember anything that I might have forgotten. So it has a little... Where'd it go? I saw it at the beginning. Pre-algebra review test to just double check that you remember enough stuff from the pre-algebra before you continue, which is good.
That's good, yeah. I can try that.
Yeah. And yeah, it shows you not just what the answer is in the back, I'm pretty sure that they said. Let me just check here. Yeah, it shows you the steps too. So it's not just like, oh, should be 2x plus 5b. It actually shows you.
I don't like when they do that because then, I'm like, how the heck did you get
get there? Yeah. So the answers can be quite complicated, but that's good because it shows you what to do. So that's volume 5. Volume 6. So yes, if these are, then this is the same author. So yes, the author of Learn Math Fast did write that other book, the fiction book. So that's cool. All right, so I'm having trouble opening it. Applications of algebra. You want to read it?
Sure. Distance divided by rate equals time.
That was annoying. I hated doing that.
Mixture problems, solution problems with 2 variables, inequalities, similar triangles, congruent triangles, quadratic equations, graphing a quadratic equation.
So this one's back in color again. So yeah, I think he did tell me that one wasn't in color yet. So I think that was why part of it. But yeah, so this has got, you know, a little bit of high school geometry and...
Obviously, I haven't done high school, but I feel like I've done some hard things with triangles before.
Algebra too. Here's the slope intercept form.
It's not.
I understand it more than when
sometimes
my other child tried to do it.
Sometimes it's crazy.
When Morgan tried to do it, my eldest who goes to public school, I didn't understand it at all. I don't remember ever learning that in school, but I probably did. There's a final test too, many-page test.
Oh, yeah.
To see if you're ready to move on to the next book.
Sometimes tests are fun, sometimes they're not.
And it's up to the parent if they want to grade it and put it in your grader, if it's just to see if you're ready to move on. So that's...
Well, if I've like read all of this and done some of the equations, then yeah, I feel like you should be grading the final test. Okay.
And book 7, which is bigger.
Oh, yeah.
This is the biggest one. Yeah, we have one more thing in there too. So this one's more geometry, looks like. Angles, triangles, quadrilaterals, polygons, circles, and all the stuff that goes with those.
Trapezoids.
Yeah. It says this book assumes you have read volumes 4, 5, and 6, or have some basic geometry knowledge, including the Pythagorean theorem, solving for area, circumference, and volume. You also need to know basic algebra, including how to solve quadratic equations. Each chapter has a smart card to go with it. That's what you have. All answers are in the back of the... Wait, read that part. Sorry. The smart cards can be purchased at the website. They can also be printed for free at the website. Okay, that's cool. Keep these cards handy as you read each lesson to help you remember and recall each of the theorems taught in the book. Feel free to use them while you complete the worksheet. So it's telling you what the different...
things.
It's like formulas and stuff, right?
Yeah, like the side, angle, side...
What the hypotenuse is and hypotenuse is and stuff like that.
There's also just like pages where, again, I think it's saying like weird things like if this does this and that does that, kind of just like what, I don't know. The measure of an interior angle whose vertex on a circle is equal to 1/2 the intercepted arcs.
You'll understand that when you get to volume 7. So I'm assuming at some point it tells you like, here, check smart card such and such or something. Yeah, this stuff I don't remember. Name a postulate.
What is that?
What is a postulate? I don't remember that. I'm sure I learned this, but grade 12...
Am I going to be reading all this before the end of the year?
Ideally, but probably through the summer. Oh, yeah. 11 and 12 math were where I was having my own problems, so I was not doing as well as I used to do. So this is probably the stuff that I forget even more. Oh, there we go. We got, what's it called? Trigonometry. I was wondering when that would be in there. So, yeah, I don't know if there's any point in showing you, but it's definitely harder stuff. Like, what is that? I have no idea. We'll get to that, though. And it should ideally be not as hard because we will have memorized how to do everything. Well, not memorized, but, like, learn how to do everything. So, yeah, these mark cards are for volume 7. And there's a couple of them. Tells you which chapter they're for, so that's good. That's cool. And the last thing that they sent, I think it's the last thing, yes, is what they call their big bookmark. Wrong side. Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4, or 3 and 4 on this side. And it shows you formulas or how to, you know, what you need to do. Like, for example, for volume 1, it's just a memorization list for some of the, like how to multiply with decimals, what place value is, how to memorize some of the multiplications, I guess, and U.S. measurements. Volume 2 is to add or subtract fractions, multiplying with fractions, dividing with fractions, how you do percentages, negative numbers. So yeah, it's like a key. That's it. It's a key to
like see. Just so you know, real quick, that 9 squared is 81.
Yeah,
the square root
those
of
are
81 is 9.
Yeah, 2 to 9 squared. Just learning how to memorize those. The slope-intercept form. So she won't have to remember that y was mx plus b until she memorized
think I already
it.
know
Well, you know that one, but it's on there. Metric units, different triangles. So that's a big bookmark, and you can use this as a bookmark in the book yourself. Actually using, that's the idea. It's made of like a
cardstock.
Yeah, cardstock, I guess, with a shiny finish, which is nice. So yeah, I just want to take a look in this geometry kit. Interesting. Got a big protractor. Some cards that show the different types of triangles. Like, this one's the equilateral triangle, and what the angles would be are the ones that you know automatically. Formula card, area of a square, triangle, circumference of a circle, area of a circle, volume of a sphere.
Those are always good to memorize.
Yeah. A triangle is half of a square or rectangle. And 15 square inches. Cover this card with a 1x1 square. It must be for something particular. I don't know. There's a little 1x1 squares. That must be what they're talking about. Little foam squares. Pencil, little sphere. And there's a... It says, wrap the string around the 2-inch circle and then measure the string to find the circumference of a circle. Wow. String should measure approximately 6.28 inches. That's pi times 2. Or, there's a small one on this side. I didn't even see that. So it's like teaching you how to... I don't know. Exactly. That's interesting. Open that up. This is for making a cube.
Heck. This piece of paper is 1 square foot. 12 inches by 12 inches.
Or 144 square inches. Okay, I guess it's just to show you so you can visualize how big that would be.
Like how big a foot is.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna have trouble getting everything back in here now. Comes in a little pencil case, so that's cool. Okay, so we'll understand what those are for when we get there. But probably stuff that you could manage without if you didn't want to purchase the extra kit. So I will link the Learn Math Fast website as well as the other places you can get them in the description. Almost said comments again. And so you can also just check out the website and see more about it. But if you think this is something you will use, keep an eye on this channel. Subscribe for sure. Notifications if you feel like it. We will be sharing how this is going. Whoops, earthquake. Sorry. We'll be sharing how this is going over the next little while and saying if it's helping us in any way and if we recommend it. So that's what we'll be sharing with that. Is there anything else we should say?
I don't know. Maybe today for math I can read through the 1 + 1, 2 + 2.
Yeah, it just reminds you. It should go really fast.
Yeah.
Where's volume 1? Is that one over here? Yeah,
Yeah,
volume 1. So like the one that's not the worksheet. So it's just...
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of reading.
This is the how to use the Learn Math Fast system, which would definitely want to read first. And it even says here, older students. And high school age or older struggling to graduate. Start at the beginning of volume 1 and read every lesson. Complete as many lessons as possible each day. Make sure you fully understand each one before moving into the next. Complete at least 1 lesson per day, 6 days a week. Books are self-directing and all answers plus full solutions are in the back of the book. So an instructor is not necessary. Be sure to read every page in every book of the system in order without skipping a single lesson. And after completing volumes 1 to 7, you'll be ready to take the SAT, ACT, GED, or any college placement test. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. That's what I forgot to mention. If you finish all 7 books, then you can claim a Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and Geometry high school credit because you will have covered everything that you need to do to constitute a credit. Even if it only takes you a couple months, and not like a full amount of time to do it because you will have covered all the necessary information, assuming you know what you're doing.
Be ready for advanced functions and calculus and vectors.
Yes. So, All right, that's it for today. Let me know if you've ever used Learn Math Fast or were interested in it below in the comments, and I'll see you again. Bye.